Guys, I've just finished a session with a group discussing paediatric first aid, so that's babies and children, and I just thought I'd reflect on a conversation that one of the ladies had about her daughter and the fear of meningitis. There's quite a lot of confusion about this, and so I thought I'd try and just make it really simple so that you're empowered. You know when to push and to keep pushing. The advice here is that if you believe it is meningitis, then you keep pushing and you don't get sent back away from the medical services. This is one point where I think chaining yourself to you just got to keep pushing. You really have. All too many children have been through services and sent away and then get into trouble with meningitis. So let's make sure that doesn't happen. Very quickly, this was only meant to be a very short video. Signs and symptoms of meningitis. We know our own children. You could put your child into a very busy place and you would hear their cry and recognise it amongst all the screaming babies. This is a scream that you've never heard before. This is a unique whine that you've never heard. This is a baby that has a temperature, but its hands and feet are cold. This might be a child that's reacting to bright lights. It might be a child where the fontanella is protruding, the soft part of the skull. This could be a baby that is reacting in the way of, doesn't like physical touch, might be arching its back and its neck. These are all symptoms of possible meningitis. So key ones here: a baby with a temperature, out of sorts, who's got a high temperature but cold hands and feet. Clear indicator that it could be meningitis, and you push. 999 medical emergency. You know what you're talking about and you believe it's meningitis, and you're not pushed away from the medical services. So there's the information I wanted to put over, but this wouldn't be a useful video unless we counteract it with some of the confusion that comes around with the tumbler test. So there's quite a lot has been made about this test where you roll a glass tumbler down possibly the arm and you can see the rash through the glass. So with most problems in the way of reactions, eczemas and various immune responses, the pushing of the glass will stop the redness. But with meningitis, because it's becoming, or we could say it is septicemia, the blood poisoning, the rash will continue through the glass. Let's be really clear, this is a point that you've gone a long way down the line and your baby's in trouble. So we need, at that point, were you to do the glass test, you absolutely must be calling 999 and you must be pushing. But please, let's try and recognise the symptoms before. The tumbler test is something that's a long way down the line. It's been used a lot, and rightly so maybe, as an indicator, but it's too late. So let's look for the initial reactions of our temperature with cold hands and feet, a whining sound, a child that's out of sorts, it might be arching the back, it might be reacting to bright lights, and the whining. But please don't prioritise the tumbler test. Look for the other symptoms. Great, I hope that's helpful to you. Any questions or anything, please throw them up on the Square Lemon Facebook group. I'll add some resources. There are some brilliant charities and I'll add all those resources to it as well. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.